Good morning and welcome to our Saturday morning reflection for today. I hope that you've had a comfortable night and that you're feeling rested this morning. I know I am. But our weather this morning, it's dull, it's grey, it's cold and it's slightly wet. But is that how your heart is this morning? Or are you bursting with joy, knowing that you've been given another new day? Well, I am. Because today is a miracle. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's mystery, today's the miracle. So what's the Reverend Leslie Brand saying to us through his beautiful book, Meditations Now, for the 18th of March? The theme, a time for anger. And he draws our attention to the New Testament Christian Bible, to the Gospel of John, chapter 2, verse 15. And making a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the temple. It is difficult to conceive of Jesus Christ as ever being angry. Perhaps this is because we foolishly assume that there is no room for anger in love or in loving relationships. We can more easily accept anger in a person, such as St. Paul, who told his constituents at Ephesus to be angry but not to sin. And yet the degree of anger demonstrated by Jesus within the circumstance of our gospel lesson may disturb us at times. Both the humanity and the divinity of the loving Christ may well have been indicated in the temple incident. We may sincerely question what might be the reaction of Jesus to some of the temples we have erected to the glory of God. The Jesus whose concern for the poorest of the poor is far above any multi-million-dollar sanctuary that his more affluent children may raise up and support in his name. There is a time for anger. We ought to be angry about anything that comes between a person and God, about people's misguided focus upon places in which to worship rather than persons to serve, about questionable activities in God's house, about sexual immorality, about drug use, about poverty, and about injustice and war, about self-centeredness, a self-centeredness of most of us who put our personal comfort and welfare above the dire needs of millions of God's children, God's human creatures that inhabit our very planet. There are times when it may be sinful not to be angry in our kind of world. We need to be aware, however, that God-pleasing anger results in the kind of actions that heal those who hurt, succor those who suffer, and bring God's love to bear upon those who are estranged from a loving God. Forgive me, O God, for often being acceptive or indifferent to the horrendous things that afflict me and my human family when I should be angry. Teach me how to righteously hate those things that harm and destroy your creatures. Amen. They are powerful words for the soul. So let us come before the Christ and ask him to point our hearts in the right direction of righteous anger. Let us be still and take a deep breath and breathe in the very breath of God. And in our out breath, Let us release any anger or tension, fear, complacency, complicity, and just be still now. And there before us stands Jesus, the cosmic Christ. And he guides our heart today to treasure the gift he's given us, the gift of life, integrity, the fruits of the Holy Spirit. And now we ask him to give us the gift of righteous anger, to speak out in his name, with his heart, against those who manipulate, coerce, control, or abuse God's gifts to us and others, and to the marginalized. As we take a deep breath in, we are breathing in the love of Christ. And that love is strengthening our heart to become heart-centered, God-centered, Christ-centered. Let us be still and know that we are a beloved of God, and that Christ, who went before us, has shown us by his life that we too can climb the sacred mountain of God and do even greater things than he did, which he told us about. So today, let us come back into God's power. Let us let go of the minutiae, the hurts, the pains, the wrongdoing, the mistakes we've made. And let us bless every eventuality, every issue or agenda, and give it to God, and let's start afresh today. But to put on the mindset of Christ, and to nurture righteous anger, God's anger, at injustice and oppressiveness to the children of God, to give us a voice to speak out as their representative, but to give us a heart infused with Christ's love. Relax now. Be still. And let us not allow fear alienate us anymore from the sacred heart, the mystical heart of God. Breathe in now the breath of God. And we conclude with the prayer of the Holy Spirit. Breathe on us, O breath of God. Fill us with life anew, that we might love what thou dost love, and do what thou wouldst do. I wish you all a blessed day, a peace-filled day. But always remember, no matter what hits us, no matter what we're going through, no matter what problems assail us, Christ is present. Christ is present. And he never abandons his children. And why should he abandon you? Peace and the peace of God reigns supreme in your heart. Till we meet again tomorrow morning for another thought for the day. But in a matter of 10 minutes, we will have Sister Elaine lead us in morning prayer. But for now, it's over and out from me.